My name is Ray, and people on the internet know me as Noir.TM, and you're watching Z1 Team Garage. Still gotta edit it in something. I guess just to begin with, this is my Nissan 370Z. This is actually a 2009 base model. I was looking for a 370Z for a long time after my buddies in Miami let me drive his 350Z Nismo. I spent a long time trying to find one. Apparently, they're incredibly hard to find, so I just got to a point where I was like, you know, if I'm gonna take this much effort to find a Z, I would prefer to get something that is, one, a little bit newer, and two, probably a little bit more justifiable in price. Started looking around for a 370Z that was a sport model in manual. In Florida at that time, I looked in 4 different states. I couldn't find one within my price range, and lo and behold, went to a car dealership that starts with a C and ends with Max, and we just found this one. So immediately test drove it. I already knew how the Z's felt. I had to have it. So I just bought it same day, made it happen, and it's just been exciting ever since. So I absolutely love this car. So my car's kind of not famous on the internet, but it's, I would like to say infamous, because I did a swap on this car that's a really hit or miss. A lot of people were excited to see it, and a lot of people really weren't. I guess the best way to put it, and I guess simplistically, whatever. Point is that this car originally had the VQ 3.7. It's a stout motor, and you know, I decided I'm going to take a very reliable motor and put a kind of hit or miss one in there, and honestly, it's tons of fun. So my 3.7 was going out slowly. The galley gaskets were, you know, they tend to go bad on these years. It's 2009. It's pretty simple, but instead of just putting in a new galley set, I was just like, let's just turbo it and put a new motor. In the midst of doing that, this is right around the time where Nissan actually came out with their VR swap. We were sitting in the garage, we were kind of joking around that I should do a GTR swap, you know, which is the VR38. Around that time, then the buddy I was talking with, he was like, why don't you just do the VR30? We saw Nissan do it. I was looking at this like, this is probably a little too expensive. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Then all of a sudden I saw Z1 do it, I think shortly after. So seeing these two companies do it, and mind you, this is before I even worked here, I just looked at the situation like, how hard is this? And I wanted to find out. I thought it would be fun for YouTube content, but also kind of just testing my own ability on, you know, modifying cars, because I used to do just basic bolt-ons, and you know, that I could do no problem, but I've never pulled a motor before. So we decided to take on the VR30 project. I ended up, can I talk about how I even got the motor? Like, cause it was pretty sketchy. No worries, man. I started looking around for a couple of months to get a VR30 that was in a good price range. And you know, I was on one of the apps that, you know, used for buying and selling. And all of a sudden I see this VR30 for sale for $1,500. And I'm like, okay, something has to be wrong. This thing has to be blown, something. But you know, nonetheless, we hit them up, and you know, of course, me being the Miami person I am, I literally was just like, oh, $1,500, already great price. Can you take 14? So I waited till he got there, started checking it out, offered the 14. Next thing you know, I see that it comes with a transmission as well. This is all sketchy because this is at 3 in the morning. The motor itself has still oil, like fresh oil dripping off of it. And the price was just too good to be true, and it came with a transmission that I didn't even know about. So all this looked bad, sketchy transaction, ended up being a legitimate guy, and the motor works perfect. So who would have thought? So I ended up getting the motor for a steal with a transmission, sold transmission, offset the cost, everybody's happy, we all cry dancing. It was just great. So ever since then, I got the motor, started tackling certain things, little elements, you know, wiring harness, little bolt-ons, and yeah, here we are today with a VR30 swap 370Z. Pretty much has Z1 bolt-ons. It's just intakes, exhausts. It's as simple as it gets. I'm keeping it simple for now until we do upgraded turbos. And until then, I just want to enjoy it and beat the piss out of it until it finally blows up, or we upgrade them things and just have more fun. Okay, so the car is equipped with raised Graham lights. I believe these are the Gunmetal 2 colors. I also upgraded the front bumper from the Fang to the Nismo V2 with my little custom touch to it on the accents. I have Morimoto headlights. I have the Z1 HKS blow-off valve kit, the Z1 flywheel exhaust. I have custom intakes that are made. I have a very, very ignorant wing. Very ignorant wing. You can see that thing from the moon, but it's awesome. Racing seats from Corvo, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of things, a lot of minute stuff, but oh, oil catch can, definitely need that for get your oil catch can from Z1 Motorsports. Just came out for the VR30, baby. That's the move. But yeah, you need a catch can. And what else do I have? I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember like on. Should I say Grady exhaust or should I just leave it as just exhaust? Okay, and I have the Grady RS exhaust. Funny enough, it all just bolts up straight to the downpipes. So, and it sounds amazing. I absolutely love the sound of the Grady exhaust on this motor and car, obviously. And yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting things. Oh, Z1 solid diff bushings. And yeah, I think that's it. I can't remember anything else. I'm gonna watch this and be like, damn, I forgot like 8 mods, but. See, I would love to talk about how much power this car makes, but then the internet kind of goes bananas. They're like, I know as soon as I say this, they're gonna be like, why you should have boosted to 3.7. Bro, this car makes, I think it was what, 460 something wheel horsepower and 450 something torque. We're gonna make the editing team work harder. They're gonna put how much I actually made because they have the dyno graph, but it doesn't, I wouldn't say this car is like fast, but it's quick and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of people question why it didn't turbo the 3.7. Well, this motor, from driving it with this motor in the car, it's a lot more fun for me. A lot of people are gonna disagree, but that's fine because I don't really care. I just do this because it's my car. It's a lot of fun to drive. You have this low end torque almost all the time and you just wanna you always wanna go and it's a problem. But yeah, like, this motor is just super fun, and this chassis, amazing. Even with that kind of power range, I feel like it's more than enough for the everyday driver to just enjoy what they're doing. So I love this swap 100%.